Hi beautiful people, welcome to the channel. My name is Chinwe and you're welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for dropping by. I want to say a very big thank you to all my viewers. You guys when they try, not be small thing. Like you guys are doing well, the way you love my videos, the way you like it, the way you subscribe. And this is me pleading again, please subscribe to the channel, like the video so that you'll not forget, because a lot of you guys used to forget. Oh yeah, now let's go into the reason why we're making this video. Some of the clear signs that you will use and know that God is preparing you for marriage. The truth of the matter is that whenever you want to get married, there are some characters and attitudes you should drop like instantly. It is not every character and attitude you go into marriage with, because if you carry yourself the way you are and enter marriage, there will be a problem. So when God starts preparing you for marriage, you will notice these signs. One, a sense of contentment in your singleness. You are starting to be contented with what you have. You're no longer jealous of people and their achievement. You know that your own achievement can come a day at a time. It's all about steps. And the truth of the matter is, in marriage, you have to be contented. Things will not always go rosy. You will not always be in that position where you are buoyant. And that is that time when the little you have matters a lot and you can be able to manage it effectively. So if you are someone that is not contented in what they have, you will have a lot of issues in that particular stage in marriage. And that's why God is preparing you by teaching you contentment, so you can be contented with what you have and manage it effectively. Two, your ability to tolerate people. If you are somebody that usually do not tolerate anybody, you give people woto anyhow, you find yourself automatically tolerating people, forgiving people. Is a sign that God is preparing you, because in this journey of marriage, you will tolerate your partner. If you want to enter marriage with the eyes or with the mindset of, if you do me anything, I give you woto, that marriage will not work. You have to tolerate. There are some things that your partner will do to you. You could just look at, oh God, you just laugh and just let it go. Don't be everything you could talk. So you will notice that God is preparing you for marriage. Immediately you see that you're now tolerating people around you and you can easily forgive. You that used to keep malice before, you that know the grief before, all of a sudden now, you can easily forgive. It is a sign that God has prepared you, is preparing you for marriage. The third one is you start having sense of awareness and grace. You are now knowing your role as a husband, as a wife. You are now beginning to know your place and what you are supposed to do in marriage. As a man, if you are going to marry, you are supposed to love your wife, you are supposed to provide, you are supposed to protect, you are supposed to be there for them, you are supposed to be a father figure for them. And you know that all these things need money. So you're beginning to get yourself more awareness and also try to make more money. And then for a woman, you already know that you're supposed to submit to your husband. You're supposed to build your home. You're supposed to nurture your children, your husband, and everyone in the family. You're supposed to make sure that you like represent yourself as a woman. Then it will help you to start working towards that angle. So self-awareness before marriage is very important, and do not underestimate that. Now the next point is your desire to build friendship and be able to go to gatherings, like going to church, like building friendship with people. You are someone that before you don't like communication with people, you just like staying on your own, you cannot get married now on your own. You have to go out there. So when you notice that you have started going out, you are now interested in activities, you go out for functions, occasions, traditional marriage, weddings, church programs and all those things. If you're a Christian, Muslim, and if you now get to that point where you're always interested in all this gathering, it is a sign that God is preparing you. So you know how to relate with people, because you're going to be meeting people in this marriage. And your wife, if you're a husband or a man that wants to marry a wife, you're not marrying only the wife now. At least you will discuss with our family members. You can be able to talk with them, relate with them very well. And this is a way God is trying to build your courage and confidence in speaking with other people. So it starts with the friends, your friendship. ability to go out, talk with people, laugh and know how they feel, study people's temperament, so that when you meet your wife, you'll be able to know how to follow her. The same thing goes for when you meet your husband as well. Now, another thing, sign that God has prepared you for marriage, is your desire to grow. You are now very, very interested in your personal growth. You want to grow both your financially, your spiritually, in every ramification of your life, because you know that you cannot be the way you are right now, that you need to upgrade yourself, your interest, you're trying to learn more, you're trying to have multiple streams of income, you're trying to build yourself the more. And the same thing goes for a single lady as well. If you are a single lady, start building all those things as well, because the money you make that time will help you go a long way. For women, there's the way our career used to go up and down. You can get married and you marry to someone that will love you to stay and take care of your children, or even if it's not your husband, you can decide to say, okay, automatically on my own, I want to take care of my children, because of the things that are happening online. You guys are seeing what house helps are doing online, abi? You can say, okay, because of that, I want to take care of my children. I want to nurture them. I want them to grow with me. Let me see how they are growing and everything. Let me give them some years before I go back to work. So that money you're working since that time that you're working and other things will come handy for you. In as much as your husband will be taking care of you, but that money will come handy. Even if is in your account and you're looking at it like this, it's good. Let it stay there and be cool enough while you still do some other things. I so much love for the fact that these days and time, there are a lot of you to do as a stay-at-home mom. There's a lot of things for you to do. You can start up an online business. You can make money from remote jobs and more. So there are countless of things. If you want me to make a video that I'm going to be stating some things for you to do as a stay-at-home mom to keep yourself busy, please drop it in the comment section. I will sure come up with a video. So the next point is learn to be generous. God, this particular point is very, very important. You cannot go into marriage with being stingy. And they tell you, you need to do your hand like this, especially when it comes to your wife. If men know the blessing that comes to giving to their wife, they will be giving her money every time to make her happy. If you know the kind of blessing that comes with it. The Bible says, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor from God. If you know the blessing that comes with that, making your wife happy, every month you go give her money before you go out. You will sow into her life before you go out, and you will see results. Like, I'm not telling you hearsay. You go see results. So learn to be generous with your wife, with anyone around you, so that you no go dey akagom by the time you are married. Because when you're akagom, the truth of the matter is you will never grow. It's not, that's how it is. Especially when it comes to marriage, you will never grow when you're stingy towards your wife. Just forget it, you will never grow. The next thing is an urge to improve your financial status. Marriage comes with a lot of expenses. A lot of expenses. If nobody have told you that, it's not something you can go in with just more money. You must make sure that at least you have future, you have something you are doing, even if you are not rich very well, but you can take care of you and your wife. Because immediately you marry, your expenses has double times two. You are no longer taking care of yourself alone. You are taking care of you and your wife. Then before you know it, your wife will be pregnant. God will bless you guys with the fruit of the womb, and she will give birth to a child. One child, it have increased to 3 people. If it's twins, it have increased to 4 people. If it's triplets, it has increased to 5 people. Yes, it's a blessing, but comes with a lot of hard work. And then in most cases, once you have a child, God will always have a way of increasing your finances. So, but before you go into a marriage, you now notice that you have this sense of you want to increase your finances. That means God is preparing you for marriage. You keep working hard, and it is only God that will bless the work of your hands. It's not by your might, not by power. Now, the next point is for women. You learn to be a homemaker, a good homemaker. There are a lot of qualities of a homemaker. I'm going to be like bringing it in another video where I'm going to explain everything. But you must learn to relate your husband people, to relate your wife people, to relate your neighbors and friends, to relate people around you. When you start to relating people, it's a sign that God is preparing you for marriage. Because trust me, will they step on your toes? Yes. A big yes, so with capital letter, they will step on your toes. but how you manage and handle it matters a lot. And that has to do with your mindset, renewal of your mind, building yourself that I am entering into marriage and there are some things I need to start learning. If you are a man that do not like a very dirty house, you like your house to be sparkling clean, go and start conditioning your mind that your house will start being dirty. Don't feel bad when you come and maybe your wife is not able to sweep, she's pregnant, and that day she's not in the mood of sweeping. You just be nagging and be calling up and down. No, you can as well get an advanced cleaner, but I'm telling you for free that so far you are married, you have children, your house will always be dirty until they grow. It is that your children by themselves will start telling their fellow siblings not to litter anywhere, because they've come to understand the value of cleanness. But you see at that point that they are small, is something they will be dirtying and be cleaning, they'll be dirty and be cleaning. So you have to start accepting that reality, and don't be angry whenever you see that they are doing something that you do not like. And the next point is the desire for you to heal from past hurt. Maybe a girl has offended you before, she don't use you as her mumu button, and then you think about it and say, I'm not going to marry any woman, in fact I'm scared of marrying any woman. And then you start noticing that all of a sudden those pain is healing. You are now able to forgive, like you have started clearing out some things, you've started making some amends, you have started forgiving the woman and all that. It happens for women as well, it's vice versa. Is a sign that God is preparing you for marriage, because you cannot go into a marriage with hatred and enmity on the gender of who you want to marry. Let's say you're a man now, you want to go into marriage, you now go into a marriage with a hate you have for women. Any small thing, say all women are the same, you people are foolish, you start insulting your wife, even when she's not the one that hurt you. The same thing goes for a man as well. So women as well, they do that to their men. So you can see that it is very, very important for you to understand what to do. Next point is the urge to settle down. You are beginning to have the urge, I want to settle down, I think it's time for me to settle down. All right, so when you start having that urge, that is a good sign that it is time. Like sometimes your instinct will tell you the right thing. If you just have this mind, I'm done, I just want to settle down, you now gotta rent a bigger apartment, start preparing for you and your wife so that everyone will be comfortable. That is the sign. Okay, the last but not the least and very important is to deepen your relationship with God. Your marriage can never ever be successful without God. That is the truth of the matter. That is why you see people that try to do this marriage by their might or by power, they usually fail. You see somebody enter marriage, do very big wedding, very big and luxury wedding, spend a lot of money on it, and in the next 2 3 months, 1 year, 2 years, they're hearing that they're divorced, because they feel it's something I can do on my own. You cannot run any relationship, any good marriage, without God. In every marriage, it should be God, your husband, your wife. That is the sequence. You don't need any third party in your relationship, in your marriage. So it is very, very important for you to deepen your relationship with God, because there are some storms that will come in a marriage that is only God that will pave a way for you. That is only God will make a way of escape for you. There are some things that will happen like this. You start asking yourself, who is this person that I married? I cannot even relate. I don't even know who I'm married to anymore. But if you are someone that it is self-aware, that knows God, that loves God, you will see that things will start working on well for you. God will keep encouraging you and be making a way of escape for you. So even if you're already married and you are in that state of mind right now that your marriage is passing through a lot, please invite God into your marriage. Invite God into your marriage. If you have abandoned him before, you've been doing it on your way, it's not working. Why can't you do it in another way? Like, do it a way that God will see your effort and come true for you. Marriage is sweet, it's loving, but it's not easy. And sometimes it's not easy. Storm comes different times. And our prayer keeps remaining that God should please help us and help our marriages. Help us, give us understanding to know when these things are coming and how to maneuver against it. So that's it, my lovely people. These are the signs that God is preparing you for marriage, and I pray you get married soon, sooner than expected. Okay, God will give you your heart desire and give you a wife and a husband that will take good care of you. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn that bell notification on, so that anytime we post our videos, you will be notified. And I will see you guys. I will see you guys on my next one. Thank you so much for your massive love and support.